I made a bet with 23 seminar attendees, follow my guidance for 30 days, and you might start to see prosperity flow into your life. Can you guess what might be partly responsible for holding you back from attracting what you desire? No, it's probably not procrastination, bad habits, negative thinking, limiting beliefs, fear of failure, self-doubt, lack of motivation, or overthinking. It's something simpler, something within you that you may not have considered yet. Here's a hint. See if you can figure it out. Think about a time when you wanted someone's attention. Have you noticed that the more you focus on needing their attention, the more distant they become? But what happens when you shift your focus and let go of that need? Suddenly, they start coming closer, right? You might be wondering how this relates to manifesting wealth. Actually, it's very relevant. After a significant life event, Harold Alexander made a fascinating discovery: your brain, specifically the thalamus, might be influencing the signals you send out. He identified what he calls the crave wave, which can create an energy of need or lack. This subtle energy may conflict with the natural flow of abundance, making it harder to attract what you desire. The more you focus on craving something, the more this energy intensifies, and instead of drawing things toward you, it can seem like they're moving further away. That may be the reason why you haven't been able to attract what you truly desire. And it gets more frustrating. Because you're unaware of this underlying issue, it's easy to mistakenly point to other causes. For instance, if you're struggling to attract financial abundance, you might think it's due to the economy, bad luck, a lack of resources, missed opportunities, or not knowing the right people. Those external factors may not be the real cause. You may have been stuck in a cycle, seeking answers in all the wrong places, while the true issue has been quietly influencing your efforts. I've spent 12 years in the personal development space, and I've learned that this challenge is surprisingly simple to address. You don't have to continue feeling stuck. Achieving financial abundance can become much smoother once you address and quiet your crave wave, a concept developed by Mr. Alexander. In just a moment, I'll share more about what you can do and why it has the potential to be so effective. Hi, I'm Frank. Not long ago, I had the opportunity to speak at a seminar in Houston, hosted by Harold Alexander. I made a bet with the audience. I asked a room of 23 people, who would like to attract more financial abundance. Raise your hand. How many people do you think responded? 5. 10. You're probably guessing that everyone raised their hand, and you'd be right. Before I even finished my question, all 23 hands shot up. Would you have raised your hand too? Be honest. That response might indicate they were all being impacted by the crave wave. So here's what we did. I shared with them Mr. Alexander's method, which is designed to help reduce the effects of this subtle brain wave. The process involves a simple practice that takes just 2 minutes, 4 times a week, for 30 days. If, within 30 days, they experienced unexpected abundance, they would owe me $100. If they didn't, I would owe them $100. The catch? The abundance had to be unexpected, something they hadn't anticipated. We'll get to the results in just a moment. By the way, Mr. Alexander was a close friend of my late grandfather. Around a year ago, I had the privilege of attending one of his highly exclusive seminars, an event reserved for some of the top minds in the personal development and brain science community. It's an event where thought leaders and pioneers in the field gather to exchange ideas, and invitations are incredibly rare. After the seminar, Mr. Alexander approached me. "How is the family doing?" he asked. We exchanged pleasantries, and then he said, "I've been working on something for years, but I recently made a breakthrough. It's bigger than anything I've discovered before." Naturally, I was curious. Mr. Alexander is well known for his research in this field, a true innovator whose work has gained a lot of attention. Little did I know, This meeting would lead to a significant finding. But there's a twist, his breakthrough almost didn't happen. In fact, it arose from a near-fatal accident. Mr. Alexander had spent years studying the brain, focusing on the thalamus, a part of the brain involved in processing sensory information and emotions. One day, a cutting-edge brain scanning company gave Mr. Alexander and his team the opportunity to test a new prototype designed to detect brainwaves that conventional technology couldn't pick up. However, during the test, the machine malfunctioned, sending a jolt of electrical energy through his body, leaving him with a near-death experience. After recovering, Mr. Alexander cautiously decided to run the test again, and what he discovered was astonishing. As the machine was working, it appeared to reveal an unusual activity coming from the thalamus. What made this discovery even more remarkable was that the activity didn't remain constant. Mr. Alexander realized that the wave, which he later named the crave wave, surged in particular situations, leading him to explore further. He conducted tests on volunteers using the scanner, studying their activity while they viewed neutral images like landscapes and family portraits. The results were typical. But when they were shown images representing wealth such as money, luxury homes, or successful entrepreneurs, there was a noticeable surge in the crave wave activity. It was as though their brains were responding strongly to the very idea of wealth and success. In essence, Mr. Alexander discovered that the crave wave seemed to create an energetic dissonance between what a person desires and the energy they project. Since everything in the universe, including wealth, operates at a certain frequency, your thoughts and energy need to align with those frequencies in order to attract what you desire. When you strongly desire something, whether it's financial abundance, a better job, or success in any area, your brain, specifically the thalamus, might be amplifying what we call the crave wave, which could be affecting your ability to align with abundance. This might explain why, despite trying different manifestation techniques such as vision boards, affirmations, or meditations, you may feel they haven't worked as well as you'd hoped. The crave wave might subtly interfere with your ability to attract the wealth and success you're seeking. Once the crave wave was identified, a method was developed that may help reduce its effects, and the solution appeared to be surprisingly straightforward. You've likely heard of noise-canceling headphones, which emit sound waves that cancel out external noise by producing an opposing frequency. Mr. Alexander applied a similar concept to address the crave wave. He developed sound frequencies that might help quiet this crave wave, much like how noise-canceling technology works for sound. By quieting this inner signal, your brain could project a clearer energy that may be more aligned with your desires, potentially making it easier to manifest what you seek. All that's needed is to listen to the sound frequencies for a few minutes each day, allowing the process to take effect naturally. No additional meditations, affirmations, or rituals required. In essence, you might be cleansing your brain's thalamus. We all met again 30 days later. As I walked onto the stage, I could see smiles all around. I have to say, it was an enjoyable evening hearing each person's story. Many of them shared how they had been unknowingly holding themselves back up until that month. Their thalamus, potentially amplifying this wave, may have been influencing their ability to attract what they desired most, whether it was financial security, career growth, or unexpected opportunities. You deserve abundance, and it could be as simple as quieting your crave wave. While others may work long hours or invest heavily in education, you might be able to relax with headphones just 4 times a week for a few minutes per session. Personally, I was doing all right. But after addressing my crave wave, I felt things started to shift. I never imagined vacationing in Monaco 3 times a year, staying in 5-star hotels, and seeing my financial worries fade. That's why I'm excited to introduce the Fast Wealth audio track. Struggling endlessly and accumulating more bills doesn't feel like living, and it may not be entirely your fault. The crave wave might have been quietly influencing your outcomes, creating an unseen barrier between you and the life you deserve. As I listened to the stories shared by the group, I was amazed by the variety of ways people felt their situation improved. Each person's experience was unique, yet they all had one thing in common: they felt their lives started to shift. And here's something I haven't mentioned yet. Quieting your crave wave might not just align you with abundance, it could unlock a range of unexpected benefits. When the craving distortion is gone, you might start noticing positive changes in areas you never expected. Relationships could improve, with people naturally drawn to you and old conflicts resolving more easily. Physically, you might feel better, experiencing deeper sleep, fewer aches, and increased energy. As your mind might clear, your body could finally relax and begin to heal. And that's just the beginning. Your focus might sharpen, decision-making could feel easier, and your creativity could flourish. What's more, you could find yourself more in tune with your intuition, noticing subtle signals guiding you toward the right choices, people, and opportunities. You might find yourself in the right place at the right time, naturally connecting with what you need. With the crave wave potentially gone, you might find yourself aligned with the universe, experiencing peace and fulfillment they never expected. What makes this finding so groundbreaking is that seems no other technology before could detect this hidden crave wave. It was always there, possibly sabotaging your success, but we just didn't have the tools to find it. One common theme I kept hearing from the group was that they've tried everything before but nothing worked. You name it, they tried it. Affirmations, vision boards, meditations, side hustles, coaching, etc. The reality is, it seems nothing worked because they've been working against their own brain. Very time you visualized success or set your intentions, that brain wave deep in your thalamus might have spiked in strength by up to 100 times. It's not that your methods for achieving success were wrong, it's possible that the energetic foundation you were building those methods on wasn't fully aligned. You might think, but I was doing everything right. And in many ways, you probably were. But there may have been one key piece missing: your brain might not have been fully aligned with the results you wanted. No amount of effort can easily overcome that kind of misalignment. That's why, no matter how much energy and time you've poured into achieving wealth and success, the results might have seemed out of reach because your crave wave may have been repelling what you desired. What's more, many of the techniques you've tried, affirmations, visualization, even working harder, could be amplifying your crave wave. When you want something so badly that you push yourself harder, the crave wave might spike, potentially sending an even stronger signal of lack into the universe. It's like running on a treadmill, expecting to move forward. You're exerting energy, but you may not be getting anywhere. Until you cleanse your thalamus and silence your crave wave, every effort might feel like an uphill struggle. Tyler, a 51-year-old real estate agent, shared how things started to shift after addressing his crave wave. I'm closing deals faster, making bolder moves, and clients seem to trust me more. He also reported receiving an unexpected $12,000 commission from a deal that had fallen through months ago but suddenly came back to life. You might be wondering why Dr. Alexander chose me to help make Fast Wealth available to the public. He could have partnered with anyone, but we both share a passion for empowering people to take control of their lives. We both believed that this breakthrough could potentially unlock human potential like no traditional method ever could. Dr. Alexander had known me for years and saw my dedication to helping others transform their lives. After 12 years as a personal development coach, supporting people in overcoming barriers to success, he trusted that I could help others unlock the power of this technology. If you're wondering what you need to do to potentially cleanse your thalamus and quiet your crave wave, let me tell you, it's simple. All you need is a pair of headphones, a quiet space, and the audio you'll download. Simply click play, listen for just 2 minutes 4 times a week. That's it. I've seen it happen. Money, wealth, and amazing opportunities might begin flowing to you more easily. For me, I now have more financial abundance than I ever imagined, and my kids' futures are secure. And it's not just me. Participants in that bet, everyday people like you, have shared how they're now on a path toward financial freedom. Users in 52 countries have described how their lives shifted from struggling to thriving. Imagine joining them, attracting abundance, while others remain stuck, unknowingly held back by their own crave wave. I have to be honest, this opportunity might not last. The creators of the Wave 3 Deep Scanner have already tried twice to shut us down, claiming they have rights over Mr. Alexander's discovery. With their extensive resources and legal teams working on a court order, this could be your last chance to access this before it's no longer available. I want to be clear, I am not doing this for the money. I don't need it. I'm here to help people find happiness, fulfillment, and success, not to make a quick buck. My goal is to help everyday people, not make the rich richer. All you will pay today for Fast Wealth is just $39, an unbelievably low price for the value you'll receive. I want everyone who needs it to afford it. Now, I want you to embark on the most incredible journey to your new future. That's why I'm including 3 exclusive bonuses completely free. The first bonus is called Insider Wealth Secrets of the Ultra Rich. Over the years, I've had the privilege of coaching many people who turned to me when they needed help breaking through their own barriers. And let me tell you, they shared with me some seriously game-changing secrets. These aren't the things you read in books or hear about in seminars. No, this is the kind of insider information that is kept close to the chest. You'll get exclusive access to these loopholes, shortcuts, and strategies that are designed to help accelerate your path to prosperity. These are the methods that may speed up the process, may eliminate years of trial and error, and could catapult you toward prosperity faster than you ever thought possible. And now, I'm passing them on to you. Second, you'll be getting a copy of a manuscript which Shlomi Arter used in order to write his blockbuster book The Law of Successful People in 1912, which has since sold many copies worldwide. It contains never-before-seen concepts and strategies to reach success. The third bonus you will get is called Flex Brain Sequence. It contains 3 subliminal audio tracks designed to help your brain expand its flexibility in order to potentially deal with changes. Click the Order Now button below to start addressing your thalamus and quieting your crave wave. No waiting, everything is digital, so you could get started tonight. Your order is 100% secure, protected with the latest SSL encryption. Imagine, just weeks from now, you might be moving toward the life you've always envisioned: less stress, more peace of mind over your financial situation. Opportunities, financial flow, and a sense of freedom could be on the other side of that Order Now button. Take the first step. Picture money flowing more easily, success becoming a more frequent part of your life, and deeper relationships forming with those around you. Visualize waking up in a home you've always dreamed of, taking vacations you've always wanted, and feeling more control over your financial situation. But let's take a moment to reflect. Right now, you might be standing at a crossroads. On one side, there's the life you've been living. Perhaps you've experienced financial stress, checking your account in secret, and feeling the weight of those pressures in your personal life. No matter how hard you try, the struggle may feel like it's still there. Sound familiar? Now, imagine continuing down that same path. 5 years from now, if nothing changes, you might still be facing those same challenges, still worrying about your future. Regret could set in knowing there was a chance to try something different, but you didn't. But there's another option, a path where you feel more empowered, where financial and personal growth might come more naturally. You've worked to quiet your crave wave, and instead of feeling blocked, you start noticing more flow in your life. Imagine seeing positive changes in your bank account, with less financial worry. This opportunity won't last forever. Imagine letting it pass by, knowing you could have explored a new path toward changing your future. You can explore countless methods and solutions, but without addressing this core issue, the results may continue to feel limited. The crave wave could be that invisible barrier between you and the life you're aiming for. No matter how hard you try or how positive you remain, it might still be pushing away the things you truly desire: money, love, success. It could be the underlying reason for your ongoing struggles, and until you address it, lasting change might remain out of reach. Think about it. How many times have you tried to change things? How often have you set goals, worked harder than ever, and done everything you thought was right only to still feel stuck? That might not be an accident. It could be your crave wave doing what it's designed to do, keeping you in a state of craving and lack. This is not just an idea, it's something to deeply consider. Until you take steps to quiet your crave wave, it's possible you'll continue to feel blocked, no matter what you do. But once you work to address it, you might find the doors to wealth, abundance, love, health, and happiness begin to open wider, allowing you to live the life you've always wanted. This might be the way to bring more ease and success into your life.